Alright, hello everyone. Shabbat Shalom. I made a video last night, but the sound quality was very bad, so I decided, and it was really kind of scattershot. I wanted to do something a little bit more, structured. Excuse me. So, what I wanted to talk about, now, at first I kind of didn't even want to talk about this, because I thought, like, why should I say anything? What am I going to add, really, to the conversation, right? In fact, I didn't even think, I don't know why, but for some weird reason, I didn't even think it was going to be that big of news. And I'm sure you're already aware of what I'm getting at here. The assassination of Charlie Kirk. I don't know why, for some weird reason, I thought it wouldn't be a big deal. Not that, no, I knew it'd be a big deal, but I don't know. I didn't realize, for some reason, I just didn't sense that it would become, like, the #1 story in the whole country. I mean, I don't know. It makes sense why it did. I don't know why I thought it wouldn't. Not that I thought, like, it'd be, like, forgotten, like, oh, whatever. I didn't think it would be as big a story as it's become. And because of that, that's why I feel the need now to comment about it, and to do a video about it, because I have a lot of things to say. I have a lot of thoughts. Now, some people might not like what I'm going to say. I hate to say this, but some people even may decide to not be my friend anymore just because of some of my opinions in this video. And if you heard me just say that and you haven't watched the rest of the video and you've already decided, oh, I'm not going to be his friend anymore, then you were never my friend in the first place. Unless you're going to listen to me and hear what I have to say, instead of just writing me off like a piece of garbage, and give me the courtesy and decency to hear me out, you know, if you're already like, oh, we could probably defend Charlie Kirk, bye, then you were never my friend to begin with. Because that's not what real friends do. Real friends don't, like, stop being someone's friend just because they have a slight disagreement on something. And you'll see, we don't even disagree. So, with that out of the way, I'm going to talk about it. So, I didn't even want to really watch the video footage of the assassination because I don't want to see that shit. I watch a lot of, like body cam footage, like cop stuff, and I like it. I like that stuff, especially when it's like a bad guy that they're taking down, like a pedo, or you know, or a PDF file, if you will. I love that shit. But sometimes it's very gruesome and graphic, you know, especially if you like watch like the raw unedited channels on YouTube and whatever, where like they don't filter anything. But I watched the filtered version of it at first, just because that was the only version available, and even that was like, wow, that really disturbed me. Then I watched the unedited one, even though I really didn't want to. I sort of felt like I need to. Like, I can't really fully comment on it unless I really see it. Like, really, really experience what everyone else has experienced, you know? You know, it'd be like ridiculous for me to have not even watched the video and to then comment on it, right? So I felt it was like almost like out of an obligation to the truth and to, you know, to the history of it and to the accuracy of the history, of remembering the history correctly. I felt that in that sense it was necessary. So I did watch the unedited raw footage of it. Wow, and it was, God. It was really hard to watch. It was really, really, really hard to watch. You see, he just ties up the end of answering somebody's question. Somebody asked a question about statistics, about mass shootings and stuff. And he says, he said, is that with or without counting gang violence? And he put the mic down because that was his thing. He'd always put the mic down and let people talk as a technique, because if he just holds the mic the whole time, people feel intimidated. So it was a way that he would try and open up the playing field, to get people to really talk and open up. And so, yeah, he goes, he says, for those of you that don't want to watch the footage, I'm going to basically describe it pretty accurately here. He says, yes, but are those statistics counting or not counting gang violence? And he put the mic down, and then you just hear like a kind of sound, or like a kind of sound, and then you just see him like this, and you just see a pool of blood just spurt out all over, and he falls down, and yeah, and the video, the thing where I saw it, it showed it on a loop. I don't know why, but so it showed it on a loop, like, well, from different angles, so like from this camera angle, that camera, this one, and so you saw it from the event from all angles, and it was obviously the one with the angle directly showing all the blood and everything was the worst. It was the hardest to watch. When you watch, I would send a link to that if anybody was interested. I think they already took it down off YouTube because it's too graphic. But when you watch like movies, like action movies or something, and people get shot, like even in movies, they're like historical movies, like movies about World War II or whatever, like even if they're very graphic, like the way they show it, it's still just there's something about it that because it's theater. You know that it's special effects. You know that it's all pretend. Yes, it's real history, but the people on screen are just acting it out. They're not actually being hurt in any way. So, and all the blood, and it's all fake. They're fine. They're going to get up at the end of the scene and get rid of their makeup, and they're going to go have a beer and some tacos. They'll be fine. When you see something like this, though, where it is real, it is actually happening. It's not fake. And so knowing that it's real is so much more impactful, obviously. And it was really fucked up. It was really fucked up. Say what you will about Charlie Kirk. Love the guy or hate the guy. Either way, he didn't deserve that. I don't care. I don't care what your political opinions are. I don't care how much you disagreed with him. I disagree with him on things. I'm an openly bisexual dude. It's even in my Facebook profile, which at this point, I want to explain, I don't really put that in my profile anymore because I'm yeah. No, it's mostly just because I want people to see that, and then to see, my opinions and my point of view on different things, because I want people to understand that you can be bisexual. And, oh, hold on, I'm probably gonna have to make a two-parters. Somebody at my door.